What is up, everybody? Today we will be looking at Beyond Meat. Now, this has been a very popular company per se. They have been in the news and they've been growing quite consistently. They do manufacture synthetic meat products, so it's specifically plant-based. Right now, their market cap is sitting around $8 billion with their CEO, Ethan Brown. Now, I want to touch upon Ethan Brown's importance. So Ethan Brown reminds me of a guy who I admire very much. Now, I am reluctant to say this because I have this guy on a very high pedestal and I really respect what he's doing in a business sense, and that is Elon Musk. So Ethan Brown right here is taking on an industry that's very strong. It's a massive industry. It employs hundreds of thousands of employees, and he's trying to change the world. So he's trying to change the meat industry into more of a plant-based meat industry. It'll be cheaper, more effective, and quite honestly, a lot healthier. A lot of people have been switching to veganism or vegetarianism. And then a lot of people who aren't either are just trying to shy away specifically from red meat, but meat in general. And they don't like what it's doing to their bodies. So Beyond Meat does again remind me of a company like Tesla. It has a lot of similar characteristics, and I understand they are totally different companies, but you got to hear me out here. They're both trying to change the world. They are both in niche markets, and they are a niche brand. Now, Tesla, not really anymore. They've grown out of that phase, and they've really scaled up, and the EV industry is skyrocketing now. But Beyond Meat is taking this on the forefront. They have their first movers advantage, and I can really see a lot of success over the next 10 years. So as we take a look, they have been to be made. Let me tell you, they have massive revenue growth potential. So right now, their revenues actually out stronger than ever. In my personal opinion, they have gotten a lot of partnerships and shelf space. So we got to remember that they are not trying to turn necessarily a profit. They are trying to scale up and then turn a profit. So they do lead the industry. There are not many competitors in this niche market, and if so, they've had troubles, which again brings me back to Tesla. A lot of companies had a lot of trouble getting into the EV market when Tesla was first in. Now you can see the likes of larger manufacturers such as Toyota, Mercedes, BMW, you name it. Everyone's getting in on it. But Beyond Meat is in the same situation as Tesla in the early 2000s or 2010s. They're really, again, first movers advantage, and they have a significant lead among their competitors. So their competitors, you might ask. So these are the most popular, specifically Impossible Foods, which is privately owned currently. They would be a quote-unquote second per se. And honestly, though, Beyond Meat has a marginal advantage on them right now. Now, they are focused on the long term, like I've said, like Tesla was early on. Now they are starting to turning a profit and getting really a lot of cash rolling in. And I believe Beyond Meat can do that in the future. And Beyond Meat is also building factories. They have such a high demand with a lot of their branding and partnerships that they're doing. They are all over the place, and it's fantastic. They've adapted to the current situations, being able to ship product directly to people's doorsteps. They have partnerships with Starbucks, introduced in China. The king of fast food, McDonald's, is coming out with a McPlant burger, of course, with Beyond Meat, and much, much more. They've had Kentucky Fried Chicken, and that was a massive success as well. Now here is here's all the places that Beyond Meat is in: grocery stores and restaurants. And I mean, look at this chart: Denny's, Dunkin'. These are some massive companies, and they are shelving them and serving them. And now Impossible Foods, the quote unquote second in this niche market, does not have as impressive of a resume. I mean, you got to look at all these stores that Beyond Meat is in. So currently, right now, I see a very bright future in Beyond Meat. I can definitely see revenue skyrocketing 20-30% or 30-fold, excuse me, over the next 10 years. And honestly, I think it's quite possible for them to skyrocket even more. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to come out with a part 2, talking about some more stuff about Beyond Meat. But I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe for the next video. Bye.